Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can, what I can, what I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's why I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling us to answer. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name?
Bisola Miriam. Hi guys. Before the sun begins to shine, gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm waiting through the waters. You know I gotta make up mind. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. That's why I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling us to answer. Keeping on.
Harry, welcome to the Underground Road.
This is great, guys. It's another Sunday. What's around the bend might be hard, and I just might fail. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling us to answer. We're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling us to answer. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. It's another day, guys, and this is Story Therapy, and my name is Bisola Miriam. And today I wanted to talk to you quickly about another topic, which is going to be like our last topic for the stigma series. Recall that in the month of January, we started a story therapy series, and in January, we talked about what abuse is, right? We talked about what abuse is, and then we moved on to then talk about the different types of abuse. We continued and then had a session on, where we simply talked about uh, relationship in commemoration of Valentine's Day. And then we moved from there to then talk about stigma, which we started about 3 weeks ago. And today we would have the last Q&A series or conversation on stigma. And next week we're going to wrap up what we've talked about on stigma so far. So today I have a question, and the question today is, what do you do when a victim or another victim of abuse is the one stigmatizing you? What do you do when your stigmatization does not come from non-victims but from another victim? I mean, what do you do when the person who is judging you is someone who is actually going through the same thing you're going through? I mean, someone who is currently a victim of, you know, sexual abuse is also the person then going about to tell people that, oh, do you know that this person has been sexually abused? That's another victim telling on you. That's another victim judging you. Or what do you say when another person who does not have a job is the one saying that's why you finish with a first class and you don't have a job? I mean, the person is stigmatizing you because of your financial difficulty. And so the question today is, what do you do when another victim is the one judging you? Today's session is going to be very quick, very fast. What do you do when your stigmatization or discrimination or marginalization or direct or indirect abuse or stigmatization comes from someone who is also a victim like you? Now, one thing you must understand is the clarity you have, not everybody have it. What you know, not everybody know it. What you listen to, what you the energy, like the frequency at which you are vibrating, not everyone is vibrating at that frequency. The information that is at your disposal, it's not everyone who has access to that kind of information. The knowledge you have about, you know, violence in the workplace, violence in the family, violence in intimate partner relationships, or violence even where? In church. It's only you that knows. Or more, most likely, you know more than that other victim who is abusing or stigmatizing you. So you need to understand that when another victim is the one telling you that it's not that bad, I mean, let's just wait another year in this office. By next year, you can go. Does that person have your social? I mean, does the person carry your DNA? Does the person understand how you are feeling? No. Do not, because of what another victim is tolerating within the same work setting, tolerate what you should not be tolerating. Do not, because of what another person sees as I have arrived, and make you shut your mouth when your dreams are bigger than what that other person sees as a possibility. The possibilities that you can see with your spiritual eyes, not everyone can see it. The clarity, so is the clarity that you may have, that you probably have. I mean, so is the clarity that you have that they probably do not have. Understand this for sure. You are not everybody. Your destiny is not everybody's destiny. Your greatness is not everybody's greatness. Your DNA is not everybody's DNA. So do not make that, like, do not make a mistake of giving other victims power over you. When a fellow victim says something like, it is not that bad, run for your dear life. Oh yeah, sorry, 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 tete, sorry, sorry, run for your life. Oh, hey, as in, run, 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 like, run. When somebody says, but this is not the first time this is happening, this is not the second time this is happening, why are you now saying that you're no longer going to stay in this office? Why are you suddenly leaving this job? Or the person says, you're not the first person who will come to our church, and this is how it has always been in this church. The pastor is always very saucy, but he's a great man of God. And you say you want to leave the church, and then the person says, don't leave now. I mean, you've been here for too long. You can't just leave our church be careful. Let's think about relationship wise. The person, another person who is probably experiencing violence, whether verbal or like physical or emotional or whatever form of violence, you know and the person is saying something like, it's not really so much of a big deal, it's not really an issue, you shouldn't, like, don't make it. I mean, this is what everybody deals with. We tolerate it. This is what we deal with. Don't make it look like you are the first woman or the first man that, like, let me give you a practical Yoruba example. Wí kéèyàn kan sọ fún ẹ pé, ṣé ìwọ náà máa kọ́kọ́ gbá létí ni? Ìyàwó máa ń ṣe ọkọ, ọkọ náà máa ń ṣe ìyàwó. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gbé ẹ létí, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń sọ fún ẹ pé kó o dúró ń bẹ̀ pé ṣèbí ọkọ tòun náà gbóhùn náà létí lánàá. Wàhálà dé o. Ọmọ tí gòbé, ó tún ti zẹ o. Zazu. See, what I'm saying in essence is, if a friend says to you that her husband also hits her, that you should not think it's a big deal when your partner hits you, run. Or maybe you are a guy and you're a male, and then your male friend says, those women are very troublesome. You are not the first person that your wife will smash her phone. In fact, my wife smashed my phone the last time, or my wife did this to me the last time. You know what? These women are like that. There are good women out there. I hope you're aware. And there are good women who will not constantly, who will not be violent. Let me use that word. Let me not even say constantly, or let's not even try to sugarcoat anything. What I'm teaching you today is, do not minimize your experiences in that toxic work setting, in that toxic academic setting, with that toxic family member, with that toxic sibling, with that ewo. Like, sibling relationship is even more complicated when one of your siblings is very terrible, like annoying, sick, and like annoying, and then everybody says, leave him. He's the one that everyone of we're managing. You'll be managing rubbish from a fellow sibling. What are you managing? And then they say, like another other siblings say, you know what? Let's just accept him the way he is. Let's just accept her the way she is. She's our family's cross. We're just gonna carry that cross. Which cross are you carrying? Ọ̀gbẹ́ni, kilo shele. Do not carry any cross that you should not carry. You are not the reason why people behave badly or continue to remain toxic. People have bad days, and there are days that someone who is generally kind just sounds very rude. There's a difference between sounding rude and stressed than being there's a difference between being rude and being toxic, or being sounding stressed and being a toxic person. These are two different things. So do not minimize your experiences, number one. Two, know that you are not at the same vibration as some other victims. Three, know that they do not know what you know, and they are not walking in your shoes. And so do not, you that you're wearing size 40, UK size, and someone else is wearing size 39, maybe US size. You may have the same type of shoe, but you're not wearing the same shoes, like literally or figuratively. You are not in the same boat. You don't sleep with the same spouse. You don't see the same boss. You don't go to the same church. You don't worship at the same mosque. You don't worship at the same religious center, right? You don't have the same kind of kids. You don't have the same kind of siblings. You may look alike, but you're not the same. And so do not let anyone minimize your experiences. Do not let anyone make you think or feel that those experiences that you have, they are too small. They are not big deals. Your mental health is a big deal. Your happiness is a big deal. You living to fulfill God's mission and purpose for you here on earth is a big deal. Do not let anybody make you shut down or shut up for the truth that you have, or your truth, clarity that you have, especially if they are people with the same situation such as yours. You should even run from them, because a lot of times the people who are our biggest enemies are people who are victims like us. Because we as victims, sometimes you are wired to not talk. And so they are less likely going to talk. You're wired to remain silent because your conditioning is, let's not talk about this. Let's keep quiet. Let's just accept this. It's one of those things. It's not that bad. Remember, when you wake up is your morning, and the day you wake up and choose freedom, go for it, girl. Go for it, boy. Is it going to be free? No. Will your freedom not come at a cost? Absolutely, yes, it will. But it's going to be worth it after all. So, as I end today's session, I'm going to play you a song, okay? I'm not going to read from my book today. I just want you to soak this in while you listen to the song. Enjoy. To prepare a place for you. I'm going to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. And I hope that this pushes you forward, and this reminds you that you deserve happiness. You deserve a good life. You deserve abundance. You deserve everything beautiful, everything good. And your best life is here, not on in heaven. You go chop this life for here before you go meet Baba God or Mama God. Before you leave here, before you leave planet Earth or Jupiter or Mars or wherever you're watching from, you must enjoy your life here first, because you deserve it. You're going to create a beautiful life for yourself. You deserve it. And so never minimize your experiences. And if you need to shut those other victims up, like shut them up. I remember two people here who I know the shit's going on in their marriages telling me that, Bisola, why are you walking out of your marriage of 10 years? If you have survived 10 years, then it can be better. Egba mi, kí n tún lọ survive rubbish. No, they kept saying, you have done 10 years. Why don't you continue? Me, continue. With this clarity that I have, look at my look at my skin now. Like, does this skin deserve to be maltreated? No. So, truth, really, you need to get to that place where you're selfish. Be selfish and be unapologetic about your selfishness. Remember that you deserve good things, and good things only you deserve. And God loves you. God cares about you so much that she or he wants you to live here on earth to do what would transform lives and make impacts. And you cannot do that with baggages. Mm-mm. I love you. Abundance is here, there is no lack. Thank you so much for joining Story Therapy. And this is the content of the Left-Handers Africa International Organization. And if you're looking to support us, we now have a website address, lefthandersafrica.org, and we're going to be building that website and making that website go viral so people know what we're doing and the amazing works that we hope to achieve in the future that is soon to come. And you know, one beautiful thing, I want you to share this. If you're watching, leave a comment, share. Leave a comment, share. Invite someone to join our Facebook community, the Left-Handers Africa International Organization, the Left-Handers Africa against stigma and abuse, the Left-Handers Africa Network against stigma and abuse. That is the name on Facebook. On Instagram, the name is at the Left-Handers Club NG. The name on Instagram is at the Left-Handers Club NG. Maybe we'll change the name to at the Left-Handers Club Africa or at the Left-Handers Africa, depending. But right now, we're still at the Left-Handers Club NG. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. My name remains Bisola Miriam, and if you want to know more about me as the founder of this nonprofit, just simply go to bisolamiriam.com. Talk soon. Take care. God bless you. Enjoy. I'm going to play that song again. Stand up.